What's up, YouTube? Bandit back with you again. So I do want to apologize about last weekend and not having an upload. I filmed a video talking about hurricane preparedness and all of that because we had that impending hurricane coming, and at the time there was routes for it coming up here to the Panhandle, and then there was tracks for it going over towards like Tampa and all that area. So didn't really know where it was going to go. In the beginning of that week I filmed a video on Monday talking about, you know, what I do to prepare for a hurricane. For anybody who, you know, possibly moved to the East Coast or down to Florida or anything like that that haven't ever dealt with hurricanes before. And I set it to, or in the video I said I was going to set it to auto upload on Saturday in the event that I was out of power or anything like that, so it would still auto upload, or it would still upload in time. So I did it. I edited the video, I put it up, and I guess I did not set the auto upload correctly. I didn't finish like clicking all the different things to get it to set to auto upload, and then I didn't realize it didn't upload until about Wednesday of this past week. So I was like, well, it's kind of pointless to upload that video now, considering the hurricane didn't hit us or anything like that, and a little late. So I was like, oh well, it's too late to upload it, and I'll just film a different video for this weekend. So right now I'm actually out just for a ride, and a bunch of people have told me about Buc-ee's. And if you don't know what Buc-ee's is it's a gas station. However, it's known to be the largest, or the chain of Buc-ee's are known to be the largest non-truck stop gas stations in the world, or in the country at least. I don't know about the world, but in the country at least. The largest of which is actually in Texas, which I think was their first one they ever built, or it might not have been their first one, I don't know. But the largest Buc-ee's is in Texas, and that one is supposed to be the largest in the entire country to include truck stops. The rest of them around the country, there's a few of them scattered about, and they're still larger than any other non-truck stop gas station, but the largest of which being in Texas. So a bunch of people had told me about it. I've never been to one, and we have one that's not too far from here, so I'm headed out that way. It's actually in Alabama, and go and check it out. People say the food is great barbecue, stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, it's a beautiful day, the old lady's out of town again, so I might as well head out, take a nice ride, and go get some lunch and check out what Buc-ee's has to offer. So right now I was debating on getting gas before I left, but my range is saying I have 113 miles until empty, and it's only about, I don't know, 50 miles or so away. So there's two different routes we can take to get there. One is the highway the whole way, and it takes about 40 minutes to get there. So I elected to take the scenic route instead of just getting on the highway for the entire route. This way it will take me about an hour, so about 20 minutes more to actually get there, but it's going to be more enjoyable of a ride. Because I mean, if you're out to ride to just enjoy the day, me personally, I don't want to just hop on an interstate. I want to cruise, I want to enjoy some trees, some scenery. There ain't a whole lot down here in Florida. It ain't like the mountains, so it's pretty flat, not a whole lot. But I mean, you still get some nice, like this road here with the trees on both sides. You got some farmers fields, stuff like that. So just more enjoyable than just hopping on a highway and dealing with other traffic the whole route. Anyways, this is a holiday weekend, so I actually have a 3-day weekend this weekend, which is nice for
stop sign, turn right.
For Columbus Day on Monday. So enjoying another day off. Today is Sunday. I'll upload this video tonight when I get home. It is Sunday, October...
Approaching a railroad crossing.
My phone is on, or my stupid watch is showing me GPS, so it's not showing me date. But it's Sunday. Anyways, got a nice railroad track coming up here, so slow it down a little bit. This is actually a pretty wild one because it comes up over a hill and then levels out.
Turn right onto North State Highway 95A.
And I hit this one in the car one time. Didn't realize it was going to be as violent as it was. So it was wasn't fun when you're, you know, doing 55 and hit that. The old lady wasn't too happy. Nothing happened to the car. We just bounced. Not like bounced, like bottomed out bounce, but just like, and kind of got, you know, that little bit of a weightless feeling going over top of it. So now I know, and I slow down for that one all the time. But once I get to Buc-ee's, I'm gonna go ahead and do some filming around Buc-ee's itself.
9 miles, turn left.
I should have turned. I shouldn't have waited. Oh well, it'll be all right. That guy's turning. I'm gonna take the camera in there with me and kind of walk around the store and film everything they got. So apparently they've got, you know, a bunch of like clothing and I mean everything you could think of apparently, and then a whole bunch of food. They got like brisket, good barbecue, stuff like that. So figured, you know what, make a ride of it, get some gas when I get there and get some lunch. But anyways, yeah, with the old lady being out of town, I'd been, you know, working around the house all day yesterday and trying to get some stuff done, get the garage a little bit better organized. So she went back up to North Carolina and is actually picking up her other car. So we put her on a plane earlier this week and she flew up there, and then she's picking up her other car and driving it down. And it's not her daily, it's her fun car, I guess you could say. And I don't know if you guys seen in other videos or noticed it in other videos that I've posted that sometimes I'll have it's Arctic brand, but thermos sitting there, tumbler or whatever, and it has a big Trans Am engraved on it, like the Trans Am bird. So we actually have two. I have a WS6 and she has a Firehawk. The WS6 I might end up selling. I haven't decided yet. I never drive the car. I bought it, or I'll put it this way, it was a family vehicle, and my mother could no longer afford to keep the car in the shape that it should be in. So
11 miles.
It needed a lot of work done, needed some gaskets replaced, it was leaking oil, and she just didn't have the money to put into it to fix it. It needs a paint job. Had some other issues with it. Front fender was busted because they're plastic, and so that, or ABS, so that was busted. So I ended up getting her a older, I guess, Jeep Cherokee, early 2000s Jeep Cherokee, and then I traded the Jeep Cherokee for the car. And my plan was to fix the car up and actually turn it into a drag car, or a street strip, I should say, car. I got a ton of parts for the car, and I've just not had time to actually do the work to it that I wanted to. And so the car's just been sitting. I mean, it runs and drives and everything. I immediately took it and got all the oil leaks fixed, replaced all the gaskets and seals and everything else, and the valve cover gaskets needed to be replaced, the oil pan gasket needed to be replaced, the rear main seal needed to be replaced. So I did all that work. I replaced that front fender that was busted. I completely stripped out the interior or the seats of the car, and I replaced all of them because the leather on them was all torn up and not in good shape. So I put new seats in it, well, new used seats that were just in better condition, that I bought off of a part out car, and put them into the car. And the dashboard was cracked in multiple places, busted up, so I pulled out the entire dash, put a new dash in it. Still same gauge cluster and everything, so the mileage is right, but the actual dash itself, replaced all of that. And so I have done work to the car. It still needs a paint job, and all of the parts that I purchased to actually turn it into, you know, lighter weight drag car or street strip car, I just haven't had the time to actually install on the vehicle. Essentially, I had everything I needed with the exception of a rear end, because I was going to put a forward 9-inch in it with 410 gears. I had everything I needed with the exception of the rear end to build the car. I just didn't have time to do it. So debating on holding on to the stuff and just kind of waiting until I have time, but I also don't know when that's going to be. So I'm also debating on selling the car. Hers is more of a collector's car, so being a Firehawk, they only made so many of them between the different years, and that one we're keeping completely stock because of the fact that it's more of a collector's car than what the WS6 is, although the WS6 is still a more sought after than the standard Trans Am or Firebird formula. But anyways, so she went up to go pick up her car and drive it down here, as well as do a little bit of work while she was up there. So she'll be back, I think, next weekend or that following week. I can't remember. She either comes back on Sunday or she comes back on Monday of that following week. So not next week, the week after. But because of that, I had quite a big honey-do list for the house. Sorry, I'm going off on random tangents here. So I had quite a big honey-do list, and so I was working around the house all day yesterday trying to knock out some of that, trying to get the garage finally done so she can actually get her car into the garage, so on and so forth. And today I did some more work around the house this morning. Then I was like, you know what, it's such a beautiful day, I have off tomorrow to be able to finish up the last little bit of stuff I have to do. I'm gonna take a ride and enjoy the beautiful day. But sorry for random long-winded off tangents there, or down little rabbit holes, whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna enjoy this ride, and I'll see you guys when I get to Buc-ee's. See you in a minute. All right, everybody, here it is, coming up on Buc-ee's. Yeah, this place is pretty big. Got a lot of people here too. So they don't actually, as far as I know, they don't actually allow trucks, as in tractor trailers, into their gas station. They allow like RVs and stuff like that, but no tractor trailers. I'm pretty sure they do have diesel fuel, but yeah, it's just a gas station, not a truck stop, and they actually don't allow tractor trailers at all, as far as I know. It might change place to place, but, or like, you know, store to store, but I'm pretty sure that none of them allow tractor trailers. I could be wrong though. Guy was giving me a thumbs up, likes the bike. Wait, I can't actually turn right? I guess I gotta go up farther. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, wow, that is packed. Holy crap.
The destination is on your right. Buc-ee's.
They even have parking over here for it. Or that's the employee parking lot. Goodness. Let's do a little ride around. Yep, so there's DEF pumps, or DEF for diesel, or your diesel exhaust fluid for your diesel trucks. Goodness. Everybody just being... Yep, and they sell diesel. Look at this thing. So many pumps. This is crazy. Looks like, except for the ones on the end over there where they have diesel and your DEF Looks like every pump has diesel though, which is really cool if you have a diesel truck. I'm gonna go down this middle one. Someone honking. All right. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and fill the bike up, and then I'll be back with you guys for us to walk around inside after I fill it up and go find a parking spot somewhere. But I'll be back. This is pretty cool. This is if you want to work for Buc-ee's. So it has the different jobs as well as how much they pay. And then what I found was really cool is they have 401k plan, 3 weeks paid time off. They also offer health care to work for a gas station. That is amazing. But I thought you guys would like that. We have all this ice. I mean, they got grills, or smokers, I should say. Firewood, smoking wood. So, sorry everybody, it's a little bit hard to film in here with the amount of people. So, don't want to get people on camera. Don't necessarily, you know, want to be or anything like that. So, but there are all kinds of stuff. Paintings, decorations, cutting boards. I mean, farther over here, you've got cast iron. All your different cast irons that you could want. You got more cutting boards. You've got serving platters. Even ones that has the Buc-ee's on it. Got a whole wall of decorations. Sorry. I mean, you have clothes, you even have rifle cases, targets, all kinds of just hunting supplies farther down. We got camping supplies over here. Got fishing tackle. You got kids' toys, stuffed animals, whole kids section. You got this truck in here, a bunch of stuffed animals in it. Here you've got a wall of beef jerky, world famous jerky. Desserts, fudge, cookies, brownies. You got chicken stuffed with jalapeno cornbread. All kinds of stuff for grilling. Here's fresh beef jerky. Got a whole bunch of fresh fudge, other desserts. You got a bunch of different hot sauces. Some different candy stuff over here. You got a wall of candy there. You got jams, jellies, preserves, salsas. A rack of pickled items. We got pickled eggs, pickled asparagus, olives, pickled beets, okra, candied jalapenos, pickled garlic, pickled green beans. This place really does have a little bit of everything you can think of. But I'm gonna go ahead over and try and order some food, see what that's like. Alright, so I don't know if the audio is going to come through all that great from inside, but kind of walked around. I mean, they've got literally anything and everything you can think of. They've got pulled pork sandwiches, sliced brisket, chopped brisket sandwiches, just normal like club melts, deli sandwiches, everything. Fresh jerky, bakery, fudge. Pretty awesome place. So I ended up getting a sliced brisket sandwich. See what else I grabbed. I'd heard you had to try their beaver nuggets, so I got a bag of those in the sea salted caramel variety. I got two different things of beef jerky. One is their sweet and spicy, and then the other is their ghost pepper. Ghost pepper beef jerky. I had to get these because I absolutely love them, but chocolate covered espresso beans. Oh, I love these things. And then I got a little apple pie and some cinnamon coated almonds. So oh, and then I got this massive extra large drink, which is 89 cents. So pretty awesome. They have all kinds of sodas. They got like Pepsi products, and then they've got their Buc-ee's sodas. So this is their Buc-ee's root beer. But they have a sarsaparilla. They've got, I almost went with the sarsaparilla because it's been a really long time since I had that. But I mean, they've got their Buc-ee's cream soda, all kinds of stuff, and then some flavored ones like cherry lime and special ones like that. But we're gonna go ahead and open up this brisket sandwich. Barbecue sauce oozing out. So they make the brisket there fresh, and every time they like a new brisket comes out, it's like hot brisket on the table or on the board or something like that, and they yell it out for the entire store to hear, which is pretty cool. But I'll go ahead and take a bite of this and see if it's any good.
Stand right here. Courtney's allegedly 3 minutes away. Okay. Let's, I mean.
So for gas station brisket, that was damn good. I definitely hit the spot. I devour that thing. But we'll go ahead and see if this apple pie is any good. Wow, that's actually really good. Fresh made little apple pie. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish eating and get back on the road. But as you saw, Buc-ee's has a little bit of everything inside. Pretty big place, so if you're ever around one traveling or anything like that, I highly recommend checking them out. Pretty cool little store, or I should say big gas station. But yeah, you got any questions about anything, or let me know what you think about Buc-ee's down in the comments down below. And if you like the videos I'm putting out, hit that like button for me. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, stay safe out there, keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you on the road. Bandit out.